taking advantage of all the financial benefits available is a great way to secure your future. What would you tell your older self if you had the chance?
I really want to be able to use my savings to full effect, but there's so many options these days, I'm not sure which one would be best for me. I mean, how can I make my existing savings work harder for my family?
Exactly. Once you have those savings, it's hard to know the best course of action. Taking advantage of all the financial opportunities that are available is the best way to use your money.
So, what should I be doing with my savings and cash?
Well, interest rates are currently high in comparison to the last few years. It's therefore important to review your savings to ensure that you're achieving the best returns. However, over the longer term, the return from investing has been stronger. So it's important to balance between long-term and short-term goals.
So what do you mean by long and short-term goals?
Well, short-term goals are things such as holidays and emergency funds. You should have cash savings for them. For longer-term objectives, such as retirement, you should look into investing to maximise potential. It's important to also structure your investments to minimise the tax you pay.
So how should I do that?
By using individual savings accounts or ISAs. You don't pay any tax on any interest or growth within them, and you can also withdraw money tax-free.
I heard of ISAs, but I didn't really understand them.
There are two main types of ISA. The first is a cash ISA, which is simply a bank account where you don't pay tax on the interest. The other is a stocks and shares ISA, and as the name implies, allows you to invest in stocks and shares. Although stocks and shares ISAs are generally considered to be a longer-term investment option, they can also be used for short-term investing. This is because they're typically highly liquid, meaning they can easily be bought or sold. Additionally, there are no terms or maturity dates, which gives you flexibility.
So if I'm looking for a more accessible investment, will ISAs still help with this?
Instant access ISAs are the most accessible ISAs available. If you were to tie your money up in a fixed rate ISA to achieve higher return, your access will be restricted. A stocks and shares ISA is still readily accessible if you need access to funds. It normally takes around 5 to 10 days until your money's in your bank account.
Great. This sounds much better than having all my savings sitting and doing nothing.
Exactly. It's important to review your ISAs regularly. There are always new offers, so keeping up to date on what's available can make your money work better for you. Reviewing regularly will also ensure that your longer term investing, for example in a stocks and shares ISA, remains on target.
So what's the best way to make sure I don't miss reviewing my options?
Speaking to a professional advisor is a great way to make sure your money is doing as much as possible for you and your family. Advisors are always on hand to give you the best advice on what options are available to you.
That's great advice, thank you. Before you go, I must tell you that your sense of fashion does get better. You won't be wearing those shoes anymore.
I love these shoes.
Here at Audley Wealth, our advisors are here to help you make informed decisions to secure your financial future, no matter what your age. To find out more, speak to one of our advisors today.